What is up? What is up? YouTube. Yeah, I was STs. I'm trying to get the bass together and the highs got to sound real pretty. Check this out, man. Hey, we are at Too Strong's channel once again, baby. Tony Buzbee caught. Oh my God, Buzbee, we was counting on you, man. Me and my boys, my team and everybody, we was counting on you. And you failed us. You let us down. You came out strong with the 1-800 number and the press conference and everything. I said, oh, shucks. This man got over 120 cases. You gonna be able to handle that, man? The man know what he's doing. He can handle that. You know, he's a lawyer. He's a big time lawyer. He can handle it. He's a grown man. Why would he take on so much and he can't handle it? Oh, boy, was I wrong. Good God, I ain't dropping cases. Like a bad like you should drop a bad habit. Filing cases in court you ain't even qualified to do. What is wrong with you, man? We don't know this thing called law. You know it. You supposed to be the professional. How dare you sit there and file cases in court? I thought once you're a lawyer, you're a lawyer. You got to have a right to practice in New York and then certain parts of New York. How about you got to stand in certain areas of the court building? Shit, we don't know. We depend on you to know. And you keep screwing up. Done with you, man. Stick a fork in them. Can't get right. Going back and forth with some he say, she say on Twitter and Instagram or whatever the heck you using. Anyway, Tony Buzbee caught. Shit. Oh my God, man. I stay on my team, man. Just like somebody might be a Redskin fan or a Dallas fan or St. Louis, who won the Kansas City Chief, whoever won the Super Bowl. Anyway, I ain't even watched the Super Bowl, man. I just watched the halftime show. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Jay-Z's lawsuit drama and Diddy prison bombshell. Too Strong. Shout out to Too Strong. What's up, Coy? That's my man, Pots and Pans. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy. Yeah.
Queen Amidiah is in the house. Did I say it right that time?
Yeah.
That's right.
You see, I'm getting good. How you been today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So listen, I want to jump right into this Jane Doe girl and this whole Jay-Z lawsuit and what's really going on with that. Mm-hmm. Can you bring us up to speed on it? Because I know for sure you know more about it than I do.
Yeah, well, I actually think that little Miss Jane Doe is lying on Jay-Z and Diddy. I think she made up the whole story, that it was basically a figment of her imagination. And when Jay-Z stated that her story was not rooted in reality, now I know why he said that, because I believe it's all fictitious, that she made it up.
Buzbee represented her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why is Buzbee what is going on with Buzbee and taking his little fake lawsuits and claiming he got all these people I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just something getting kind of weird about this whole thing.
Right. Okay. So here's the thing. At first I was, speaking highly of Buzbee because I watched some of his trial footage when he was cross-examining witnesses and stuff. And I actually showed him on some of my live. And then also I saw that he was an award-winning attorney from like 2015 and all of this. So I felt like he had, very good accolades and all of that. Right. And but sadly, it seems like he was just chasing the bag in this case. I'm not going to say all of his cases, but specifically this one, because now, according to Alex Spiro, who is Jay-Z's attorney, in a signed declaration that he signed on March the 14th, Alex Spiro exposed the fact that the reason that Buzbee allegedly dismissed that case, had it dismissed, is because he didn't want them to start investigating his other cases. He didn't want them to start looking into his other cases because he supposedly did some, unethical things. For example, they were talking about how, he didn't properly vet little Miss Jane Doe. Now, if you remember on that interview she did with NBC, there was numerous inconsistencies in her story. Now, I myself initially gave her the benefit of the doubt because she said that she had autism, right?
Right.
But then in the declaration, Alex Spiro stated that Tony Buzbee didn't even sit down and meet with her until December the 11th. Now, mind you, the case against Jay-Z and Diddy was filed in October. So you didn't even talk to this woman face to face, didn't sit down and have a conversation with her until December. That's very sketchy. So that leads me to believe that obviously he didn't vet her. And if he had vetted her, another question is, why didn't he know or say anything about her supposed mental health issues?
Let me ask you a question and kind of like get to Buzbee as far as his success as a lawyer. Where he at with that?
Well, like I said, he's an award-winning attorney, and he's made billions of dollars in cases that he settled.
And the reason I asked that, because I know this seemed a little suspicious to me, right? And I think I got a conspiracy that I made up. I didn't hear it from nobody. I just came up with it in my head. And I think I'll talk to you about it later, but I had to kind of see what was up with Buzbee. So you answered my question about that. But what else can you tell me about the inside workings of this case and where it's at today? Because I heard that I heard the audio of that girl saying that Buzbee told her to lie.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I absolutely.
And then Buzbee put her on tape, and then she retracted her statement like Jag be doing. Maybe it was AI. What I
didn't say that, Jag, if you're listening, but continue.
I said it. She better not say nothing either. But yeah, but what's with what is up with the tapes back and forth? What's your thoughts on that?
Okay, so I feel like, here's the thing. She said that she was intimidated, harassed, okay, and all of that when the investigators came to her house, right? Mm-hmm. So my thing was, if people come to your house, she said they popped up unannounced and were asking her all these questions on her front porch, and she was intimidated. Well, here's the thing. And she said she feared for her life and all of that. Well, if you were so scared, little Miss Jane Doe, I want to know why she even went outside to speak with them in the first place. I also would like to know if when she went outside and got into this conversation with them, they were intimidating and harassing her and making threats or whatever, why didn't she call 911? Why didn't she get on the phone and at least call Buzbee? Why didn't she walk back in the house and lock and shut the door and look out the blinds or close the blinds?
Because she has autism and she's afraid. She tried to make friends with the people. She realized what she did. I think something happened to that little girl, to be honest. Autism and that. And when they found out, or when they realized that she had some special needs, they probably really took advantage of her, because who's going to believe her? She can't even get herself together to lie straight. If you think she lying, she got the dates wrong. She got the years wrong. I really think something happened to that little girl. She just can't prove it. Poor thing. That's what I think.
I just have questions about that. But you know, from the transcripts that I saw, and even from the audio with them asking her questions, they were asking her leading questions.
Right.
Okay, I will say that. They were asking her leading questions like, okay, so you saw Jay-Z at the party, right? But you say that he didn't do anything to you, right? And she's like, yeah. Okay, well, of course they were asking leading questions, but the bottom line is she was answering those questions, and she was basically saying,
Jay-Z was there.
According to them, she admitted 4 different times that Jay-Z didn't do anything to her, that he was just there at the party. Okay, so now the story's changing, but also here's what I thought was very, very interesting.
Here's the part that killed me. If they make up your mind, you going to believe her or you not? Or you going to just believe some of the things that fit you? She said Jay-Z was at the party. So you saying Jay-Z was there, but he didn't do anything. Yes, Jay-Z was at the party, but he didn't do anything. But they are saying that Jay-Z wasn't even at the party or that year or whatever. So make up your mind. See what I'm saying? Make up your mind. Either y'all going to believe her or y'all not going to believe her. Because if you do believe her, that means y'all believe that Jay-Z was at that party because she saw Jay-Z at that party. But Jay-Z claimed he wasn't even there. Now, y'all put that in your pipe and smoke it.
She has actually accused people on 4 other occasions of assault. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Oh yes, she has. And here's the thing: people on YouTube that are trying to paint narratives. I'm not going to call any names, but these people that are trying to paint narratives, trying to make it look like Jay-Z is so nefarious or whatever, even though he probably is. I mean, let's just keep it real. But that are trying to paint him as guilty in this scenario, they are not going to read the declarations online. They'll read all these lawsuits and all this other stuff that the accusers are saying, but what they're not going to ever read is the declarations, because that tells you exactly what was said and what was done. Now, my thing is, there was two investigators, Charlotte Henderson, a female, and then there was a man, James Butler, who came with her. Both of them asked her questions about Jay-Z. Now, like I said, they both say that she told them 4 different times he didn't do anything. Then there was another investigator, a third one named 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. Now, Ian says that when he spoke to her, basically she was telling him the same thing, but he brought up the fact that she has mental health issues and that 90 days prior to her filing this lawsuit, having it filed against Jay-Z and Diddy, she was in a mental health facility. And he was able to find all of this out because he has her name. Okay. Clearly, they all have her name. That's why they found her and came to her house. But he said that Buzbee could have easily Googled, gone to her social media. He could have just Googled certain things and found out this information about her, as far as her having been arrested for assault. She allegedly even assaulted someone with bodily fluids. She has bipolar disorder and I believe dissociative identity disorder. And then she's supposed to be on medication. And then also the father of one of her children said in court, I believe it was, that she actually accused him of molesting with an M their child. But he had text messages to show where she admitted that he didn't do it. So this woman has a history of lying on people, not to mention with her mental health issues, she has, and let's not forget she's autistic. Now, the reason I'm bringing all of these things up is not to disparage her in any way, but to bring to the forefront that she has all of these mental health issues, and she's autistic, and she's maybe even been traumatized through something that's happened to her in her life. But at the end of the day, she also has auditory hallucinations, which I find very, very interesting. Okay, she hears voices in her head. Now, if you're on a jury and someone is asking you about, different things, trying to gauge your credibility, whatever, and you have all these mental problems and you've done this out before, how is anybody going to believe you?
They're not what they should. Well, you know what?
Facts. I didn't know all this. I did not know all this. God dang, girlfriend, you got a little issues and problems going on right here.
The thing is, these days, they believe her. Because people crazy. Look at all the stuff that's going on and being said. Like I said, I don't want to say names, but people be saying stuff and the evidence right in your face. And
this is true.
And you don't acknowledge it. So I think social media is, to some degree, is some form of 𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 because people going crazy. Like, how are you looking right in the face of stuff and then saying, okay, like right now, that'd be like me saying, no, you don't have a microphone sitting right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you right. Too strong. I don't see no microphone neither. What y'all talking about? Show me the receipts. I don't see no microphone. It ain't no microphone right there. What is you talking about? And she don't have on red. That's funny.
Like, how are you looking right in the face of stuff and then saying, okay, like right now, that'd be like me saying, no, you don't have a microphone sitting right there.
Exactly.
And it's right there in my face. Like it's and then argue and ready to fight about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And here's the thing. Alex Spiro basically said that, like I was telling you, that Tony Buzbee didn't want them to start investigating other cases and whatnot. And also, here's the thing. With Tony Buzbee, there's no way he could have vetted her properly.
Yeah.
There's no way he could have done it. And then you have to wonder, the other law firm that sent her to him, if she was on the up and up and her story checked out, if they vetted her, why would they send her to Tony Buzbee unless they weren't personal injury attorneys? Okay, but I think they were. They are. Listen, AVA Law Group, the people that sent her to Tony Buzbee, they're absolutely supposed to be. I just looked it up. They're like one of the top personal injury attorneys. But tell me what you think.
I believe, now this is gonna sound really wild, but okay, so the fact that Tony Buzbee has made so much money, right? So he probably set for life no matter what. He probably worth, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Okay.
And then he might be ready to take that risk, take a risk for a big hit. I believe that Tony Buzbee and Jay-Z has been working together because this case don't make no sense.
It doesn't make any.
Okay, so let's do the math.
Yeah, it doesn't make any.
You got Tony Buzbee, a multi-million-dollar attorney, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got this young lady with all these different mental disabilities, and she, lying on this person, lying on that person, doing this, doing that, and no evidence. And then you got her saying that she wasn't there. Then she on tape saying, I'm sorry. You got her saying that she didn't say this, and that Buzbee was making her or convinced her to do this. Then she telling Buzbee, no, I didn't say that. It's like all this different crazy stuff that's going on. It just seemed a bit too messy when you deal with an attorney of his status. Look, I got attorneys. I got a few attorneys, right? And ain't none of them on that level, on the Tony Buzbee level. And I guarantee you, things would never, ever, ever get that messy with these guys because it's just something that don't happen.
It don't happen.
And it seems.
And I was done. This one, I was like, I'm done with this guy, man. When there's a recording of him talking back to the little girl saying, well, they saying you said this. No, I didn't say that. Well, did I ever coach you? No, you didn't coach me. Is that AI? Maybe somebody put that out as AI. It's just too much bull. I swear to God, it's just way too much bull, man. Good gracious. Oh,
seems like
goodness.
Jay-Z pulled a mastermind move and is paying Buzbee to do these things to make these cases look real diluted. Because now look at how people looking at this stuff. But look, maybe it's an eye opener, right? Because look at the lack of evidence that they got on P. Diddy.
Right. Now, with that, I don't think Jay-Z's working with Buzbee because Jay-Z said he wants to set a precedent. Now, he could be, but I think Buzbee just got sloppy. I think that he's comfortable with all that money he has and that he's been doing this for a while and he just took and ran with it because all of the publicity surrounding Diddy's case. Okay, that's what I think. I think that, in fact, he just thought he was going to get a bag. And I think that's absolutely why he didn't file to practice law in the Southern District of New York. Okay, he didn't file anything. And then when he did file, it got denied because they were like, the judge was like, he already filed all these cases here, but you didn't ask for permission first. And said that when he does file again for 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, when he does file for it, that he has to attach the denial letter from the previous judge to it. So then I'm like, what does that say about the rest of the cases that he has against Diddy if he is denied? You know what I'm saying? The 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. But I just think he's money hungry at this. I just think that he's acted in an unethical fashion.
Facts.
I mean, no matter how you slice it, not vetting the person, bringing forth this claim. And here's the thing too that's important.
Mm-hmm.
Jane Doe says to the investigator, she said that Tony Buzbee told her to drop the lawsuit. He didn't actually come and tell her. Supposedly it was one of his colleagues named Mark Fortney came and told her that she needs to drop the case against Jay-Z because Jay-Z's threatening to kill her. I'm sorry, but why didn't you report it? If Jay-Z's making threats to your client, why didn't you call the police?
Buzbee said this?
This is what Buzbee allegedly told Mark Fortney to tell little Miss Jane Doe. That Jay-Z's going to kill her, so she needs to go ahead and drop the case. Now, that to me presents the fact that there was an urgency for Buzbee to get this case dismissed. Okay, because you telling her to drop it or she's being threatened with death. Okay, and then, like I said, Alex Spiro says that Buzbee, they basically, he wanted to get the case dropped so he doesn't have to face those sanctions. And also so they don't start opening up a whole can of worms about some of his other cases. And by the way, on the same day that this declaration was signed by Alex Spiro, and there was one signed by Jay-Z and the 3 detectives or investigators as well, or 2 of them, there was also another lawsuit against Buzbee from one of his former clients. And I'm sure he'll say that Jay-Z had something to do with that, like he said for the rest.
So is there any record of Buzbee saying that Jay-Z would kill her if she didn't drop the case?
You mean like audio?
No. I mean, is it on record? Is he admitting this, or is it just something that's floating in?
This was in one. I read so many paperwork, but this was in one of the in some of the legal documents, but also in articles.
Wow.
Here's the thing: in the articles, it said Buzbee, but when you get the legal documents, it says his colleague Mark Fortney.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. So they're not putting his name out there.
So they were trying to they were trying desperately to get her to drop the case. You understand? And so that leads me to think that Buzbee knew the case was frivolous, that it wouldn't hold water. And and if that's the case, that means you didn't vet her, Mr. Buzbee. That's what you didn't do. Okay, because how come he didn't know that she hears voices? And then he got mad when they asked him about it. Okay, I believe it was Rolling Stone magazine or someone who asked him, what about her mental health issues, or did he know about it or whatever? And he said, I'm not her psychologist. That's what they quoted him as saying. So he got offended, which is a sign of guilt, in my opinion. So, that's how that's going. And I really think, like I said, I think Jay-Z and Diddy are nefarious and they've done some things, but this case is just not it as far as I'm concerned. And even if it were, where's the proof? Because all this stuff that she's saying is falling apart at the seams. There's been too many inconsistencies, and now she's getting caught up in lies. And then here's the thing too. Now I was thinking, right? When those private investigators came to her house and she says they threatened her and all this and that, then when Buzbee was questioning her saying, well, didn't you, they're saying that you told them Jay-Z didn't do anything. They're saying that you told them that I'm the one who told you to put Jay-Z in it. And she's like, no, she said she didn't say that, right? But for me, the question is this. If that really happened, like the investigator said, why wouldn't she have called Buzbee the minute they left and told him, these two people or these three people just came to my house asking me questions about Jay-Z. I just told him that he didn't do anything because I was afraid. She could have said that. You know what I'm saying? If that had been the reason why she said she was afraid or said that she dismissed the lawsuit, like, for example, if they were intimidating her to the point that she just felt like she had to say whatever they wanted to hear, and that would be to say that Jay-Z didn't do anything. Well, she could have told Tony Buzbee that after the fact, said, I lied and told him he didn't do anything. But she didn't do any of that, which leads me to believe that when she told him he didn't do anything, that he really didn't do anything.
Let me take her side for a minute. I think that depends on what was said to her when they came. Mm-hmm. So, we talking about probably a fragile, I'm not talking about as far as her size, but just like mentality, probably a fragile little lady, you know what I'm saying, with a disability. And they told her, look, you know what I'm saying, you done dug too deep into this, and this is bigger than what you thinking. And if you don't drop this case or if you don't say this or say that, then things can get really ugly for you. She already had dropped it. Oh, no. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm saying if they be like, drop the whole thing. What if you don't just like go along with what we're saying, this is dangerous and you better not tell nobody. So, when they left or whatever the case may be, I didn't know. I thought they had called her. I didn't know they rolled all the way up on her.
No, they came up to her house. She said they went to her parents' house too.
And recorded her?
Damn.
I don't think she knew they were recording her, but they did.
Jay-Z tripping because
they said they didn't work for Jay-Z. They didn't say who they work for, but it's probably Jay-Z, because who else would be asking her all them damn questions about Jay-Z, especially when she also accused Diddy. They didn't say anything about Diddy. They didn't mention him, just Jay-Z.
Oh, okay. See, I'm glad I'm talking to you about this, because I was under the impression, because I was told this, that these investigators work specifically for Jay-Z.
They probably do. That's what I would think.
Yeah, but I'm saying it was supposed to be like known, like this is not a secret. Look, I'm here on Jay-Z's behalf. You know what I'm saying, when they was talking to the lady? Or
no, none of that was ever said. That's what people are speculating. Nobody ever said anything about that. And then also, we know from previous articles and stuff that came out that Tony Buzbee said that there were people who worked for Jay-Z, right, for his law firm. There were investigators who were going around looking for his former clients and trying to get them to file lawsuits against him. Remember?
Yeah.
So that further makes me think that, of course, they work for Jay-Z. But no matter who they work for, she said what she said. And here's the thing. Yeah, I would say that, maybe she was afraid and that's why she lied. But the bottom line is, if that's even the case, why'd she tell those other lies about people assaulted? committing S assault? Why did she allow her children's father and say that he molested with an M one of the kids?
Yeah, no. I okay. So let me make set this record straight. I believe 1,000% she lying.
Mm-hmm.
I never look as much as I think and strongly believe that Jay-Z is involved in some nefarious things.
Right.
And that he's a, whatever you want to call him, you know what I'm saying? Piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe Jane Doe, and I never did. You know what I'm saying? So I think that a lot of times people get this thing that when they don't like somebody, anything that somebody said about them, they tend to just want to believe it. And that's
yes.
Yeah, that's ignorance. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think that I could say, me personally, that she should have called Buzbee right away, or she shouldn't have, because we don't know what the situation is like and what kind of pressure they applied on her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but still, for the record, I want to make this very clear. I do not believe her, and I do not support Jay-Z.
Yeah, I don't. Thank you. I'm glad you said that, because I don't believe her, and I don't support Jay-Z either, because somebody on my broadcast was like, the other day, they were saying that I was being biased. And then they said, I just want Jay-Z to win. I said, win what? The case is already dismissed. And now he's suing her and her attorney for defamation, right?
Right.
And I said, I don't give a damn about Jane Doe, Diddy, or Jay-Z, to be honest, quite frankly. But I'm thinking objectively. See, some people, just like you said, because they don't like a person, they want to believe anything. They want it to be true. So they'll make themselves believe it, even if the evidence is right there. I have the ability to not do that. That's ignorant to me. Okay, I might believe you at first, but if stuff starts adding up and the math ain't mathing, well, then now I'm gonna look at you with a whole side eye. Okay, now I'm gonna need to see some more receipts. Yeah. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Right. Now, I do want to talk about this too. I don't know how much you know about this, but it's been floating around that there's a audio tape of Jay-Z saying. Now, let me make this clear. It's been floating around that there is an audio tape. I'm not saying. For the audience, I'm not saying that there is. I'm saying it's been floating around that there is, if that makes sense. What's your thoughts on that? What do you know about that?
About Jay-Z?
Yeah, about him having an audio tape. Oh, I'm sorry. About him having an audio tape going around saying that admitting that he that he kind of bamboozled this whole case.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I haven't heard any audio of Jay-Z. The only audio I've heard is of the accuser, Little Miss Jane Doe. So first of all, I was going to say also, Jay-Z is too smart to be recorded saying something stupid that's going to be to his detriment. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't think that.
Yeah, Jay-Z's. Let me tell you something. You can tell Jay-Z's smart because look at all this stuff he's doing. He literally said that he's trying to set a precedent. He's gonna damn do it. He said he's trying to set a precedent to where people can't just come out here and tell these lies and frivolous stories on somebody so they can get money.
So what's supposed to happen to him?
Wow.
If they do it.
Well, he's suing them for defamation. That's for one. But what needs to happen is when people tell lies like that, they should be arrested. They should be arrested for filing a false police report or whatever. They should be locked up.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're letting people get away with this mess.
Yeah.
Because they're doing it to people who look like you. That's why. To people who look like you. Men who look like you, shall I say, very specifically. Okay, and let me say something else. Speaking of that, did you know that they have a podcast coming out about Diddy?
No.
Oh, yes. They have a podcast coming about Diddy. I believe it's on ABC. And they're going to be, I guess, keeping up with what Diddy's got on during his trial and all of that stuff. Yep. And I said, that's interesting, because why the hell didn't they have one about Epstein and Weinstein?
Because it wasn't going to make enough money.
What?
See, look, I'm going to tell you something about that. This thing is, to me, for the most part, is money driven. One about Epstein. See, because you know who's going to watch these the Diddy podcast.
Everybody's going to watch it.
Us.
Yeah.
We, the people like us, we're going to be the ones in there watching.
Just like with the rap music too.
We the ones, eating it up and pushing it and promoting. I mean, I know that the whites are mostly buying it because there's more of them, but we the ones pushing it to the point to where it's attractive to them.
Man, we would have watched that Epstein Island too.
No, I have to disagree right there. I don't think that we make it attractive to them. I think that's always been attractive to them, to show the black man as a brute and some sort of sexual deviant. They've been doing that.
Yeah, but we the ones doing it though.
Well, we foolishly fall into it or whatever. But at the end of the day, when stuff happens with them, they always try to brush it under the rug or get a black face to put in front of it. I mean, just think about Weinstein when he got exposed after doing this for decades. Okay, literally like 3 decades. The next thing they did was they came for R. Kelly. Now, first of all, they knew about R. Kelly in the 90s. Why y'all didn't come for him then? But now when Harvey Weinstein gets in the news, and I literally did a video about it, and I showed the timeline of the events from where they got Weinstein, and then all of a sudden now it's R. Kelly. So let's put him in front of it. And what happened? Everybody stopped talking about Weinstein and started talking about R. Kelly. Okay, when Weinstein had a whole bunch more victims than R. Kelly.
Whatever happened with Weinstein? I forgot how much time he get. I forgot.
I don't know how much he got, honey. He's gonna die in there pretty much, I think. Needs to anyway.
They told him up, boy. And what's that? Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell. I think she got like 20 years at Club Fed. She's living lavish.
How long do you think Diddy gonna get?
Diddy? I would say probably about 4 to 5 years time served.
Oh, okay. So we're on the same page then.
Then listen, they don't really have much on Diddy.
Yeah. I said, even if they bamboozle him, I don't see him getting more than 10.
And Diddy said he's getting
Everybody's saying that 10, around
Yeah.
10.
Diddy said he was going to beat it, honey. He was on a phone call with Kanye West.
Let's talk about the phone call. I heard a little bit about that. So is the audio of their phone call floating around or what?
No, we don't have the audio. We just have a report from the New York Post where they were talking about it, right? And telling word for word what the conversation was about, which I found interesting because how the hell does New York Post know what they were talking about on the phone? Unless somebody at the facility where he's housed leaked the audio because they record the phone calls. How could that? And I know Diddy and Kanye West didn't tell him what the conversation was.
Kanye leaked the stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of so. Who said the New York Post? Maybe they got some kind of
They got agents who are giving them leaking information. They've said it before. They said that an agent came to them anonymously, was talking to them about the raid, and then another time they said that an agent came to them anonymously and was telling them they have videos of Diddy with the freak off videos, but they could not tell whether or not it was consensual. Because those are the videos with Cassie, the 9 videos that Cassie gave the feds in December of 2023. How did the New York Post know about all that? They said an agent told them, even though they keep going to court. When Diddy's team was filing, motions about them leaking evidence, they kept lying, saying they weren't. But you got to be leaking something.
You got to be leaking something.
So I wonder. So the feds are leaking. Well, they've been leaking stuff and didn't he file a lawsuit? Ain't Diddy in the process of filing a lawsuit against the government too?
I know he filed a lawsuit for defamation against NBC.
Diddy
or ABC, whoever did that documentary about him was ABC or NBC. I can never remember which one. But he filed a defamation lawsuit against them, and he also filed one against Ariel Mitchell Kidd with her shady self.
And Burgess.
Burgess, And I was the first one that told everybody Ariel Mitchell Kidd was shady and unethical, and I don't believe anything she says. And all of these clients that she has are just liars. Most of the ones that I've seen.
Oh my God. It's funny how these cool, beautiful people feel the same thing I feel. I can't put my finger on it, but I've been saying from day one, I don't trust that female lawyer. Cause she came on the scene, dog. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't mean to be wrong, but I remember getting this gut feeling that what lawyer will come on and start talking about where they came to me and want me to help shop these video. I seen still footages of the video footage, some type of blackmail to stuff, basically. I don't know how she worded it. And I'm like, you a lawyer and you putting this out there? Like, yeah, I do music, but yeah, I help people get past copyrighting their music and that way they can get money from using other people copyrighted music. I show them how to get around that. What? That's something illegal, but you a lawyer? Get out of here, man.
Okay, Adria English, Courtney Burgess, okay, whoever else.
And we ain't even gonna talk about Courtney no more. Courtney is in the rearview mirror with the trolls and the haters. With his, oh my God, talking about he a producer.
Shady and unethical, and I don't believe in things she says. And all of these clients that she has are just liars. Most of the ones that I've seen. Okay,
All of
Adria
them.
English, Courtney Burgess, okay,
All of
whoever
them.
else. Yeah, and then in the lawsuit she has now, let me tell you something. It's another lawsuit that came out, right? When this wasn't Ariel Mitchell. I can't remember who's the attorney, but there was a lawsuit that came out recently about Diddy in the last 2 weeks, maybe. And it's so obvious the person was lying because the person said that she was assaulted by Diddy, raped or whatever by Diddy in 2006. Okay. And then she said that Diddy told her that she better not say something. I'm paraphrasing, but something along the lines of she better not say nothing because he got the keys to the city. I instantly knew she was lying because of the time frame. She said that this happened in 2006, right?
Yeah.
Diddy didn't get the keys to the city until September of 2023 in New York. They were taken back from him in 2024 when all these allegations came up.
But see, people got to realize that I think Diddy and his team are probably paying people to put out fake lawsuits, file a fake lawsuit. So all the real lawsuits get watered down. You got this is fake, this must be fake, this must be fake. Which one is real, which one is fake? So they are filing. They trying to get him out of jail, man.
He also had the keys to the city in Miami, which he didn't get until 2015. So, lady, how did he tell you in 2006 that he had the keys to the city?
Right. She somebody told her to say that and it had the dates mixed up.
Didn't do her research. Before you lie, do the research is all I'm saying.
Oh man. Okay, so the where do you see this whole thing with Buzbee and Jay-Z going? Because of course the lawsuit is out there now. What was it, like $25 million?
Mm-hmm.
What's the latest on that, and where do you see that one going?
You know, it's kind of hard to say because they do have a law in California where the lawsuit's filed at against Buzbee for defamation that supposedly protects attorneys from defending their clients from being accused of defamation. I think it's the litigation privilege rule, but that has happened before. There was an attorney that was working with Bill Cosby, and he actually was sued for defamation, and the person won. So, and the fact that Jay-Z, you see, if you read all this paperwork, it's got so much stuff in there that Tony Buzbee has done that's unethical, that was just not the right thing to do, in my opinion. And so if they bring all this to court, I really think that Jay-Z is going to win that defamation case, whether they have a protection for litigation or not, because it really is starting to look like extortion. Because Tony Buzbee, if you didn't go and apply to practice in the Southern District of New York, and then when he got called out on it, you know what he said? He went on his social media and posted a picture of his certificate or whatever, and then talked about how he was good with the state bar and how he can practice in New York. Well, sir, that's in the Eastern District of New York. But you found all these cases against Diddy and the one against him and Jay-Z in the Southern District, sir. Now, he didn't say anything about that, which I happen to notice. So I just think Buzbee's shady. And if stuff is true, he needs to be disbarred as far as I'm concerned. Because if you're out here filing frivolous lawsuits, just trying to get bags, and you're not vetting these clients and you're just lying on people, that's a problem.
That's a big problem.
You know,
super duper lawyer.
What you said make a lot of sense. And again, I don't want to say I can't. You know me. I stand on some stuff. I can't stand on this. But I still feel like Jay-Z and Buzbee got something going on, because okay, so he did over, like I say, $1 billion in lawsuits, so that come out to $100 million. And records say that he worth $50 million, which is probably much more than that. He's also in his 50s, at the age of, I'm about ready to retire. So just imagine you got 100. Okay, let's just go to 50. You got $50 million. You're almost 100 years old. You're ready to retire. Jay-Z come to you to make a deal and say, look, man, I'm gonna double your income and give you another $50 million, but I need you to go along with this.
I just don't see it.
It sound crazy. I know it do. It just sound way too TV.
Now, it don't sound too crazy because at one point I thought that perhaps Buzbee was working with Diddy. Now, but working with Jay-Z, I can't see that because why is Jay-Z doing all this stuff? Calling him out, called him an ambulance chaser and a cheap suit, filed a defamation lawsuit against him, hit him with sanctions. And here's the thing. Remember when Jay-Z had hit him with the sanctions and then turned around and then dismissed it? That was because Jay-Z went about it the wrong way. And I was just wondering why Alex Spiro didn't say anything about that. Was he just trying to charge Jay-Z billable hours? Because Jay-Z filed for the sanctions after he heard that interview where she was saying stuff that didn't really, some of it was inconsistent. And the father didn't back her up or whatever. And conveniently, the 20-year-old that drove her that night is dead. You know, it's just all too convenient. I mean, it's clearly lies at this point. But anyway, when Jay-Z saw that interview, he immediately filed for sanctions, for Tony Buzbee to be hit with sanctions. Like, okay. But what happened was that was all dismissed because he didn't follow the rule of law. Like you in civil law procedure, you have to go about that a certain way. Before you just file for an attorney to get sanctions and try to say that his case is frivolous or what have you, you have to go and meet with the attorney. You at least have to talk to the attorney, you know, to see what evidence he has as to why he wants to bring the case forward. And then if you have evidence, show him your evidence as to tell him why you think that it should not. So Jay-Z went about that all the wrong way. That's why that got dismissed.
Yeah. You know, I guess we got to just kind of stay tuned and see what happened. And again, I don't want to, you know, I can't sit here and stand on it or like, you know, bet cash money. And I'm telling you, I know for it because it ain't that kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? But it's just something that's just been in my head because it just don't seem right to me.
I mean, it seems like if Buzbee did all these things that they're saying he did, like not filing certain motions and stuff or whatever, and just going about things the wrong way, it just seems like, how did he do that on purpose, you know, accidentally? How did he just overlook certain things? It almost seems like some of the stuff was done intentionally, right?
Yes.
Which is what made me think that, is he working with Diddy? That's what I was wondering. Is he working with Diddy? I didn't think it was Jay-Z. I was thinking maybe Diddy. But the bottom line is, I don't see how Buzbee or the feds could be having all these missteps. Like something is not right.
Yeah, speaking when you talk about bring about the feds in it too, that's you're right.
Yeah, because who leaked that Cassie video and all this stuff, and then they really don't have a really rock solid case, in my opinion. Okay, they have Cassie is one of the victims. She's the star witness, I'm sure. Then they have like two other victims they added in the superseding indictments. And then they got baby oil and guns with no serial numbers or whatever, right? And illegal substances that they say that he was likely going to distribute, sell or whatever. So that's probably what they'll get him on, is the guns and the illegal weapons. But I really don't think they have too much on him, in my opinion, because most of this stuff is he said, she said. Like, where is the...
most of the stuff is he said, she said.
Where's the evidence? Like, do these people have proof?
No.
You know, even with Cassie, here's the thing. Now, it's going to be bad for him when Cassie walks up in there because, you know, she's pregnant and she's already showing. But so by the time she walks in there in May, she's going to be big. That's going to have the jury looking at her with empathy and sympathy, especially when they show that video of him beating her. And at first I was thinking that video should not be brought in for evidence because it's prejudicial. But the prosecution is going to say, in my opinion, they're likely going to say that it's relevant to the case because he has been accused of forcing Cassie to do certain acts and also trafficking and all that stuff. And in that video, remember, they said in Cassie's lawsuit that there was an incident that happened at a hotel and that Diddy paid for the video and that they were having a freak off that night. So they're going to likely say, okay, well, this is relevant because this proves that he was making her have these freak offs with these S workers and she didn't want to have them. She was trying to leave. But the interesting thing is, where's the rest of the video? Because they said that's not the entire video. That's just a clip. Now, why is that important? It may not be important, but what his people are saying is that the video was altered and edited and that unless we see the entire video, you can't get the whole story. So I'm like, we saw him beating the crap out of her. What about that? Did we miss? So I'm just wondering, what's the smoking bomb that they're talking about this video?
Well, I think that according to what, and these are not my words. This is from Hollywood, from No BS. He said that they're trying to get the video thrown out completely because the original video does not exist, and you cannot use copies of videos in evidence in the courtroom. Now, that's what he said. I'm not sure about that. I'm just, and I didn't check it out, but.
Well, now I have some insight on that. Now, that's likely true because here's the thing. They came out, his team did, and they accused CNN of destroying the original video. Okay.
What difference does it make? That's the part that kills me. Well, it's not original. It's a copy of a copy of a copy. This is the part that kills me right here. Forget all that. Well, you can't use that as evidence because it's not the original. Fuck all that dumb, stupid stuff. What is wrong with our world? Just because it ain't the original, we can't use it? Fuck out of here. When this man got on the video, man, I was at deep times, man. I was fucked up, man. Well, sometimes you gotta do that. He admitted that he did it. That was him. If everybody who think that wasn't Puffy, raise your hand. Get out of here. You are guilty because of that. Sit in jail for a little while. Once this thing is all over with, you are guilty. And see, that's why they don't want Uncle Mike to run this world. Your time starts after we hit that hammer down. Pop! Well, what about, this ain't time served. I never even knew I understood that part. Well, you've been in jail since back hint this time. So all this is time served on your sentence. Bullshit. Man, God dang, I can't get to my man fast enough.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That last one always get to me because it's a bullshit. This is bull, young. You mean to tell me because it ain't the original? He didn't say, hey, y'all know that wasn't me. That's AI. He didn't even say that. He just said, man, I was in a dark time of my life. Man, dude, I was fucked up. Well, sometimes you got to dwell on yourself. Really? Get out of here, man. Well, we're going to throw that out of court. Yeah, throw it out of court if you want, but I can't throw it out my mind.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Maybe we needed it there again. Because I was supposed to be hitting this.
That's likely true because here's the thing. They came out, his team did, and they accused CNN of destroying the original video. And then say that they edited it and all this.
So what?
But then CNN came back out and said they didn't edit or said that they didn't have the original video. And so whoever had the original video has given it to the feds. So it does exist because the feds are now saying that they have the original. So whoever gave it to CNN must have given it to them. I don't know, but they said that they have the original video.
Well, the feds said a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's true too. I'm just saying, Diddy better hope they don't have it. But at the end of the day, the video is prejudicial because it doesn't have anything to do with the stuff he's accused of now. Well, other than the fact that if they were having a freak off that night, which Cassie said they were in the lawsuit, so that could show that she was trying to leave. But the defense is going to have some tough questions for her because I know how the defense is going to come at her. You know what I'm saying? They're going to ask her things like, why didn't you leave? There was never an opportunity ever that you could have just left and slipped out. What about in 2016 when your mother called the police on him? Why didn't you press charges? Why did you come back and check on him after Kim Porter died? You all were done at that point. So they're going to be asking her some tough questions and she's going to have some answers.
So when she say freak off, does she mean that her and Diddy was having a freak off or like multiple people?
Yeah, the freak offs, as far as Cassie has spoken about, or her and Diddy and an S worker. Okay, when he would hire S workers. That's what the freak-offs were. Her, him, and a third party. And the feds do have those videos. They have 9 of them given to them by Cassie. But they said they can't tell. They said they can't tell if it was unconsensual. And here's the thing too. So if they were not consensual, right? If she didn't want to do it and was forced or coerced, who's going to say that? Is the S worker who was participating? Because they say in the videos Diddy was watching. That's what they reported from the New York Post. They said they had some videos that the federal agent who anonymously spoke said that they saw some video footage of Diddy and other people, but Diddy was watching. So if Diddy's sitting there watching, and then somebody, the S worker, is doing stuff with her, is the S worker going to say that she was not complicit, that it was non-consensual?
No.
Because if they say that, aren't they the one that was assaulting her? Assaulting her? That's my point. So how's that going to go? That's what I want to see. That's what I'm waiting to hear about. How's that going to go?
I got a theory for that.
Okay, tell me.
All right, so the feds got what you call a Proffer 11.
Mm-hmm.
And so what can happen is they can bring the sex workers in and say, hey, you tell us a story. It's almost like immunity. You know what I'm saying? You tell us a story.
Oh, yeah. Like offer a deal and stuff. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But it still would make them look bad. I mean, even if they can't charge them with it, do you really want to be sitting up there on the stand admitting to a court full of people and other people that's going to hear about it and see it that you were having relations with this woman who clearly didn't want you to be doing so?
So how many ex workers they say they had?
I don't know, but I tell you what, Jonathan Adi, who was one of their S workers, he said in 2018, he said that he had relations with them like 15 times and that Diddy gave him herpes. And then he sued and won.
But what I'm getting at is this.
She said that shit right out.
If there was more than one S worker, right?
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say they did grape her.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that, and then this was like, what, how many years ago? What?
Last time they were dating was in 2018.
Okay, 18, 19, 21, 2, 3. Okay, so over
7 years.
Over 5. You say over 5 years. So this happened over 5 years ago. Now, these S workers are not necessarily the best buddies in the whole wide world. And even if they are, just say it was 3 of them total. But I know it was many more. Just say it was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would be wise for them to take the chance of saying, well, wait a minute, I'm gonna just keep denying it because I don't want my name out there? Or if the feds come with this, well, you know, we talked to the other guys, right? Oh, you did? Yeah. We talked to Benny and John. We talked about this and we got their testimonies. Now, my question to you is, do you want to give us your testimony and take this Proffer 11, or do you want to take the chance on what they said and then end up not just your reputation, but your whole ass in prison? You know what I'm saying? So I just think that there is still a chance that one of them people might come forth and tell the truth because they don't.
Definitely that's going to happen. That's going to happen. Yeah. That's going to happen. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Diddy's attorneys are good. Okay, Mark Agnifilo, Alexandra Shapiro, right, and the other one. But anyway, here's the thing. Teeny Garagos. I like her. That's Mark Garagos' daughter. Okay, so here's the thing. What do you think they're going to say? Because, okay, during the period of discovery, they're going to know who all the witnesses are that's going to testify, right? And they're going to know how these people know Diddy and all this, that, and the third. So if I were...
You know what, y'all? Check this out. This guy right here that's behind the peace sign, he's an attorney or something. He just started, he did this long speech that's in, God dang it. I got to look him up again. He just did I think he on Jay-Z side, or he's representing Kanye or Jay-Z or something. I don't know.
During the period of discovery, they're going to know who all the witnesses are that's going to testify,
that red
right?
tie.
And they're going to know how these people know Diddy and all this, that, and the third. So if I were them, and I'm sure this is what they're going to do, because I would do it, I would go and do background checks on all of the witnesses and find out whatever dirt I can find on them, because I'm going to try to attack their credibility. And during the cross-examination, I'm going to try to trip them up.
Right.
Okay, that's what
they do.
Yeah, but you know, but if you okay, now that's from the outside, that's us talking from the outside looking in, right? And that sound good, that sound easy. It sounds perfect because guess what? No matter how it turned out, you or I is not going to prison. You know?
Right, that's true. Well, I'm telling you, but that's what the lawyers are going to do. That's their job. That's definitely what they're going to do.
But I just still feel like that one of them gonna break.
They probably will, but Diddy's still not going to prison for no long time. Diddy's not getting no life sentence. Diddy's not going to be the next R. Kelly. That's just a fact. Diddy is probably only going to end up getting like 5 to 10 years at the most at Club Fed. And let's not forget, in the Feds, honey, people that got money like that, like Ghislaine Maxwell, she's living it up in there, I bet you. She's living it up in there. They be eating all kind of fancy food and everything, honey.
Yeah, they're eating good, but shit.
I would love to go visit.
I mean, nobody wants to be in jail or prison.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be in jail or prison. But at the end of the day, I really don't think that they're going to get Diddy like we would like to see them get. I would like for Diddy to be implicated further in Keefe D's trial about the death of Tupac, because I really believe Diddy had something to do with that. That's what I would like to see Diddy on trial for. But, you know, that's not going to happen. So.
Yeah. So all this stuff is like it's almost like a fluke. When I remember when it first came out, even myself, I was like, oh, they got him good now. Look, they got this, and then it's barely anything there. And I'm really shocked that the feds did that, because they don't normally move that way. You know, when they come with real evidence. So again, it's just
they got some real evidence. We don't know about it. They got them tapes and they got some stuff. Dude, who leaking out bull? Who leaking out? They not Jaguar Wright. They not Ali Carter. They not Buzbee. They not Courtney or Ariel. They ain't leaking none of this stuff to the daggone press. They got 90 terabytes of video footage. They got their secret weapons. They ain't coming correct. They ain't taking no shorts unless it's coming from a midget. They ain't taking no shorts, man. Y'all don't understand that we don't even know what they have, bruh. We don't know what they don't. They're going to be like, man, when this case, don't trust me when I tell you this. They going to have some stuff to make you're going to be like, what? Diddy did this? What do you got to say about that? Man, this Bama gonna be, I guarantee you he gonna do 20 years. And you can start with or without the time he already in this stuff. That's what I think. The feds are involved. That's what I think. You know, everybody put their chip down. You know, we just guessing. You know, because just like he said, Too Strong said, at the end of the day, he the one gonna do the time, not me. I was gonna be like, oh, he got off? Dang, I thought he gonna do 20 years. Yeah, I'm glad he got off. That means our system. This is our system we depending on.
Something just seemed.
Watch this, man. Watch this.
Got him good now. Look, they got this, and then it's barely anything there. And I'm really shocked that the feds did that, because they don't normally move that way. You know, when they come with real evidence. So again, it's something just seemed
something on them tapes.
Off.
Yeah.
That's because something is off. You said yourself, the feds don't normally move that way. I was thinking this like weeks ago. I'm like, first of all, the feds usually investigate people for years. So when they come, they know damn well they got the evidence and the receipts and invoices, and you're not going nowhere but to prison.
Yeah.
But it just seems to me like they don't just have all this stuff on Diddy. I'm going to tell you what I think. I don't think they have all the stuff on Diddy.
Oh, Diddy gonna be getting out, and when he come out with an album after he writing right now under stress and everything. When he come out,
Diddy said in prison on that phone call with Kanye, Diddy supposedly said the devil is a lie. He told Kanye to keep smiling, get behind the mic, and keep doing your music. He said, I want to see you happy. He said, F these mother uckers. And he was just talking trash. And he's like, when I get out, he said, I'm gonna be like, whoa, only thing I'm gonna be worried about is my freedom. And he was like, I'm gonna beat this ish. He was talking trash. I'm like, Diddy, do you know something that we don't? Yeah, he was talking trash, and he was talking big trash. I'm telling you that. And then he told Kanye, "Thank you for looking after his kids," right? Which I thought was interesting because Diddy has a new song, or Kanye West has a new song with Diddy featured on it, along with his son King Combs and North, Kanye's daughter. Kim Kardashian has been trying to fight to have the song stopped because she don't want North's name mentioned with Diddy. But Kanye played a snippet of the song the other day, and at the beginning of the song, there's an audio where Diddy is talking to Kanye from jail, I guess, and he's telling him, "Thank you for looking out for my kids." Like what he literally told him on that phone call.
Don't even know that he was being
the freak of
recorded.
the year. And she right about not wanting him on the song with Diddy, but
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
definitely that.
But yeah, that's good.
Y'all heard of the captain of the ship? If he the captain of the ship, he gonna go down with the ship. You gonna lie to everybody, batten down the hatches, lower the stern, whatever the hell, and you gonna tell everybody get on the safety boats and everything. Well, what about you, Captain? I'm going down with the ship. Diddy is going. He taking this. I'm innocent all the way to his grave, cuz he going. I don't care what anybody say. He ain't gonna never. I'm innocent. I ain't do none of this stuff. He going down with the ship. That's what he doing. Even when they show the footage of him doing all this crazy stuff, that ain't me. That's AI. I'm going down with the ship, cuz I'm standing with the ship. That's what Diddy doing.
We got to get more of Queen. I don't know why you be running for me, so we got to interview you some more. So
yeah, honey, I'll be busy. Honey, I'll be busting moves.
I be busting moves. There you go, girl.
I'm trying to get my little nonprofit together and everything, honey. Mm-hmm. But yeah. We do need to collab more often.
What's up? Like tell us a little bit about your nonprofit.
Now, I don't want to say anything right now because I haven't got it all together like I wanted to be.
Oh, okay.
But what I do, we'll be talking.
I swear to God, it seems like nobody got nothing together. We working on it. We're going to get this together for 20 years of my life. That's all I've been hearing. Well, I don't want to say nothing about it because we still working on it. I've been hearing that for 20 damn years. Ain't nobody came out with nothing. Good God Almighty! So that's why I had to take matters into my own hands. 5 years of working.
What about it?
Good. Well, I'm working on mine, and we are
everybody
actually
working on something,
starting to move forward on it.
Working on this,
and
I'm working
we're
on
gonna do some amazing things, and you'll see. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see here shortly. So if anybody want to donate, look over there to the side or at the bottom or whatever of the screen, and you'll see the Bully Me Bad project, and we're taking donations for that. And
cash out.
We ain't gonna be like the rest of these clowns. We're gonna show y'all and keep y'all posted on what we're doing. So
yeah,
check it out. And
all right, I love it.
Queen, how do they find you, Queen? Tell them how to find you.
They can find me on YouTube at the Original Queen Amidiah Shakur Show. The Original Queen Amidiah Shakur Show. And on Twitter or X at DGoddess27. Instagram, Queen Amidiah Shakur.
Yeah, check her out, y'all.
I got kicked out. I got kicked off TikTok.
Did you?
She got kicked off TikTok.
They came on her talking ish about Trump.
They kicked you
right
off.
on off. I had over 100,000 subscribers.
Damn.
Martin get kicked off of there once a week.
Off TikTok?
Yeah, he always get kicked off of TikTok.
Damn.
No, I got banned permanently though.
No, he did too.
Well, how does he get on there every week? Is he getting different phones?
Yep.
See, I ain't doing all that. I was like, okay, I got to get my TikTok. I do have 2 phones, but I'll probably make another account. But this time, I'm just going to talk about spiritual stuff on there because I don't have time.
Your phone.
That's the second time I've got kicked off TikTok permanently. And a couple of years ago, I got kicked off again. I just be on there saying too much.
Yeah.
I'll be saying too much sometimes.
I ain't trying to get kicked off nothing, y'all.
Well, it was good talking with you, and we got to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Look, so ladies and gentlemen, Queen Amidiah, and now we got the real scoop, and I trust her scoop because she be researching for real. So y'all go make sure y'all go check out her channel, and we're looking forward to that nonprofit. When she get it out, she gonna have to come back and tell us all about it. Maybe we can do a little something together sometime.
All right, that sounds good. That sounds very good. Yeah. So anyway, I appreciate you having me on here. It's always a pleasure, and I guess we'll try to collab again soon.
All right, for sure, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
wake up before you go to sleep. Peace. We out of here.
Peace.
Hey, okay. Hey. Okay, it's time to go so I can get in the studio. Okay. I can't wait to get this daggone new computer up. Man, y'all ain't gonna believe this, man. This real quick. I done got the computer set up and it's ready to go and it's strong and it's running fast. But the software's done changed, man. All the stuff that I want to use is old software 5 or 6 years ago, right? It's new and improved. They don't have the old stuff. And I'm like, where my EQs and where my beats and where my drums? And man, that's old. We got new stuff. I don't want the new stuff. Where my old stuff at? I paid for it. Oh my God. So now I'm going through that and people want to know. Anyway, back to this. Tony Buzbee, man, you done really disappointed me. I feel as though that when the feds are involved, we gotta wait till the court case come in, man. They done raided his house for a reason. They done collected all this tape and all this evidence for a reason. Nobody's talking about the guns with the serial numbers shaved off. They ain't talking about that. There's other things that they ain't talking about that happened. They got him on a RICO. Is that right? How you say it? And everything that Diddy has done wrong or Diddy has been accused of falls under that one umbrella. So you can throw out this Cassidy stuff if you want. And she already put a lawsuit out. She's willing to testify. Lil Rod, probably his lawsuit got dropped because he about to testify because he was there. He was there. Cassie was there. I don't know if the kids are going to be called to the stand. The Puffy lawyers got to call somebody to the stand. So look here, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think that some stuff is about to go down, baby. That's all I know. Some shit about to hit the fan. And when y'all know when hit the fan, everybody get a little bit of it. So you better bring an umbrella, baby. I can't wait till this case starts. And I bet you any amount of money, it's going to be some things in this whole case that say, what? And we got to get all the information secondhand. Oh, man, this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to get on up out of here. I got yard work to do. I'm going to change my clothes and go play in my yard and soak up some sun and be happy. So y'all take it light. Y'all take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. And also shout out to all my patrons. Let me know if you're an ender. If you're hearing my voice right now, meaning that you're an ender, you made it to the end of this video. You are helping us to help others. Our patrons, man, we got a lot of stuff up there for our free patrons. Go to our Patreon and you can sign up for free to see some of the crazy stuff Uncle Mike done put up there. Yeah. And I try my best to do it without the hat on sometimes, just so the haters can come over there and see the bump on my head. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.